Welcome to the recap video. So, as you probably just watched, my little mock meet that I did a couple of weeks ago went okay. I kind of went over most of it in the video, but got a good squat PR, which was nice, but didn't quite hit all of the numbers that I would have liked. And I don't know, I'm just kind of running into that whole thing again of I just don't think I'm heavy enough for my height. Right now I weigh about 225. When I did that meet, I was about maybe 218 or so, maybe 220. But I'm 6'3". I mean, there's guys that are 5'9" that are, 240 that are powerlifters, or 260 that are powerlifters. And so I think that for me to be strong, I need to be like 300 pounds. And I just don't know if that's really realistic thing to do. So I've just kind of gotten to the point where I think if I'm going to come back into strength sports, I need to just be a big person. I'm just not big enough. And also just I'm very arms and legs, relative to my torso, my arms and legs are very, very long. To give you a perspective, I actually just watched a video with Hafthor Bjornsson. He's 6'9", and it was a video where he was actually going to buy a pair of jeans, and his jean size was, I think, a 46-34. I wear a 36-34. So his waist is much bigger than mine, but we have the same length of legs. He's 6'9", and of course he weighs 440 pounds. So that's what I mean, is that relative to my height, my legs are very, very long, my arms are very, very long, and my torso is very small and very narrow. So I really think that I just need to get big, man. I just need to be a big person. So I think I'm going to switch it totally up again. I do this a lot, so I think I'm going to go back to bodybuilding and really give a crack at that, really do it right this time. I mean, the beginning of my career, my fitness, whatever, working out, I did bodybuilding, but I didn't really do it seriously, and the diet wasn't there and all that stuff. So I'm going to give it a real shot again at the bodybuilding and see what I can do, see if I can get bigger. So like I said, right now I'm about 230, but honestly I'm a little bit too fat than I would like. So I'm hoping that the bodybuilding training, which is a little bit higher reps, higher volume, a little bit shorter rest periods, is going to help with a little bit of fat loss as I go along with this. I'm thinking about also changing up my diet a little bit, doing the more of the classic bodybuilding chicken and rice kind of thing, low fat, high carb kind of thing. Because before now, I had been doing the vertical diet, which was just a whole lot of steak, which got me up to this level. But, I think that now with my body type and how much muscle mass I have, I think that going down a little bit, getting my insulin sensitivity back and everything, and then slowly bulking back up to put some quality muscle mass on, I think is the way to go. Totally switching it up to bodybuilding. It's weird because I'm not going to have a squat day anymore, or like a bench day. You have to work muscle groups. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to try to work everything twice a week at least. Arms are probably going to be more like 3 times a week. But what I'm going to do is Monday, I'm going to do a quad focused leg day. Then on Tuesday, I'm going to do a chest and lats day. So not really back, more just lats. Then I'm going to take Wednesday off. Then I'm going to come back and do hamstrings on Thursday. Friday, I'm going to do chest by itself. And then Saturday, I'm going to do shoulders and upper back. And I think that aesthetically, those are all things that I really need. Always for me, width has been a problem. Like I said, my torso is very small. So doing a lot of upper back and shoulder things, having its own day, I think is really going to help me out. Also just chest has always been a problem with me too. So growing that, and then doing arms on basically every one of those upper body days. So on the chest and lats day, I'll probably do biceps and triceps. Then on the chest day, I'll do biceps. And then on the shoulders and upper back day, I'll probably do triceps. So that's a lot of volume. Totally going to be different. I'm going to do more of obviously a volume approach. I'm really not going to worry about weight at all. My weight's going to go way, way down. So It's going to be a lot slower movements, more squeezing, more exercises that works through the entire range of motion. I'm a big fan of people like Ben Bukolski and the hypertrophy coach, and I like how they talk about strength curve training. You know, Charles Poliquin also talked a lot about that too. And I really like that whole idea of training the muscle throughout its entire range. You know, if you look at something like a squat, you know, squat is very hard in the bottom, but as soon as you get out of the bottom and you start to stand up, the moment arms all line up together to stack the weight on top of you. And basically it just gets easier and easier as you go up. So as long as you can get out of the bottom of the squat, you can pretty much finish the lift. So I'm going to be doing a lot of things, incorporating a lot of bands to make it to where the lift is difficult throughout the entire range of motion. So I'm hoping that that sort of a technique mixed with more of an isolated type exercises, you know, stuff like hack squats instead of like a low bar squat, you know, stuff like chest flies instead of a flat bench press. You know, for me, the flat bench press, I've never really felt that in my chest. I really feel that a lot more in my shoulders, and it's probably just a technique issue, but it's also just the way I'm built. I'm really not built for bench press. I'm not very wide, and I have very, very long arms. So, you know, to me, flies and dumbbell pressing is going to be a lot better. I'm really hoping that switching it up is going to help put on some size for me. I think that adding some quality muscle mass, getting myself up into those, you know, 230, 240, 250 type ranges in weight is going to make me a lot stronger. But I'm just going to switch up my mentality. I just want to switch it up to, you know, more of a bodybuilding, more of a, I don't want to say aesthetics, but I just want to look big. I just want to look like I lift, whatever that means. I'm really hoping that switching it up is going to do that for me. And I really appreciate you guys following along. More videos to come. Make sure to like, subscribe for future videos. Press that little bell so you get notifications. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.